here with their own pick to try and start bringing something back, but time really is starting to run out here. But can we talk about those one misses from Boombox and No Head? That is just crazy. That is just crazy.
I mean, yeah, some of these scores are absolutely insane. We were looking at the big combos going into that last drop section, but before we even realized it, Sean and Boombox building up some really, really good recoveries, matching the big combo on No Head. Pretty much keeping that score lead exactly where it was. And SoCal with the better overall team performance is going to manage to pull that one out. And it is going to be... Hold on. Texas is going to have a timeout here before their next pick. So that was a SoCal pick. So not a breakpoint there, but it is a point nonetheless. And with a 2 breakpoint disadvantage, Texas are going to need to be really, really careful on this next one.
I'm really not sure why they haven't opted to try and pick into an aim map or into one of the remaining aim maps here. I feel like at this point in the match, that seems like one of the more confident things you can do, right?
Yeah, completely agreed. HD1, HR1. Any other options? No, Force Mod 1 is banned out. So yeah, I guess just one of those two. But we are going to have to wait for that with the timeout.
Yeah, so Texas likely... Their back, right? Their back is to the wall here. And not to harp on this too much here, but the Californians in particular have fielded so many players this year that it definitely has to be intimidating to come up and face a roster where 5WC is where over half their players made it, or almost where half their players made it to 5WC. And Texas trying to pick around that, especially with the versatility that's implied with that type of showing, is definitely going to be quite a struggle here. Maybe we'll see something like a Nomad 6. I think there is a lot of carry potential on that map, but it's just gonna come down to what these players can come up with. And it's going to be Hard Rock 1, so we are going to be seeing those that aim map coming in from Texas here.
Yeah, a pretty speedy one at that. 230 BPM. Again, not the fastest, not considered like a pure speed map. But I mean, it is going to have some sort of requirement there, it feels like. So surely we see Sean on the side of SoCal. He's been in for every single map, literally. Latte also in. What about for the side of Texas? I expect to see Laren.
I'd expect Thor and Laren to come in on this. Third right now. Jexy Jexy is not super well known. Uh-oh. Why is the stream doing that? The stream has randomly gone to pause.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
It looks like the client closed.
Oh dear.
Maybe some sort of technical issue.
Possibly a client reset happening. I'm not 100% sure what's happening. Latte, but yeah, Latte, Jake Man, probably gonna be Sean coming in for that third player. For the side of Texas, while we get these difficulties sorted out, Thor, Laren, I think the two main players that you'd expect. For the third, could see Jexy, could see Shy Cryo.
I mean, I am in anticipation for these clients to boot back up.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay, Latte, Sean,
Yeah, it's gonna looks like no, it's gonna be Boral and the Cryo instead. And okay, good thing that the map has just now started back up. This map, anyways, to come back to the map itself, this is just 4 minutes of pure 230 BPM mechanics. You've got your aim, you've got tapping sections. This map is non-stop for 4 minutes, and we've already seen some crazy score on this. Little Nebula in the Major League getting a 99 FC, worth over 500 in a 5-digit tournament, by the way. But we'll see what these minor league players can come up with. Seeing some early breaks here from Shy, Cryo, and Jake Man, but the accuracy looking better for SoCal as a whole. Sean now finding that miss, so it's 2-1, but it's traded out by Shy Cryo.
Yeah, not too much going on early here. Just some early misses. But we do see a slightly higher combo on the side of Texas, and despite the AC advantage on the side of SoCal, it is going to start to go over to Texas. And with Sean with another break there, we might see this score lead start to grow.
Yeah, and the accuracy lead itself also starting to even out a little. Latte being the only FC is going to have they are going to have to hold though, because that 94 AC going to be a little bit detrimental here. Here coming a little bit of a slow part before this first big aim PI. And Latte's going to find the break on that stream. It's traded out by Thor, but combos just continue to trade it out. Sean and Cryo going to be trading the recoveries out. And who else but Boral for Texas now going to find the recovery, going to outlast Jake on the break here. But they find a break as well, and it's going to be only a slight lead here for Texas. Now the accuracy going to be that much more important. Thor and Sean trading breaks.
Yep. So not really many combos on either side. You know, 40k is not a big lead by any means, so any additional breaks we see going into this next section just before halfway through the map, we are going to start to see that mattering a whole lot more. Boral with the top score so far as we deal with a Bancho pause.
Oh, please Wi-Fi, please. Please streamer Wi-Fi, please come back.
Oh, panic, huh?
Uh-oh.
Okay, just past halfway. Are any of those breaks real? It looks like Latte is a pretty good combo. Jake Man has a pretty good combo.
Yeah, I think...
Yeah. Suddenly it looks like SoCal having a really, really nice advantage here.
Yeah, and it seems that while we missed it, Texas just completely falling apart on the breaks here. Latte finds the miss, but it's traded out by Cryo. That's the largest recovery on Texas. And even with the small combos on Thor and Boral, it would take Jake Man missing. It would take Texas holding through the rest of this map for this to come back. And even if there's a little time, time I think has just about run out with that Boral break, even with Jake Man missing.
Yeah, the big difference maker here, I'm seeing the accuracy on Sean and Jake Man, which has sort of been the story this entire match so far. Two great accuracies on the side of SoCal compared to, you know, good accuracies on the side of Texas, but not to the degree of SoCal.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I think that high SR scaling just getting to Texas here, they are not going to be able to find it in them to get another point on the board. The accuracies from SoCal just too strong. The comfortability on SoCal just outweighing Texas here. And it's going to be match point now for SoCal, and it's a 7-1 lead, and they've already guaranteed the tiebreaker, but they are looking to close this match out hopefully without any issue here. They still have the tech map. They've still got the tech map open. They've still got something. They've got something like the Force Matu open.
Yeah, I mean, SoCal, realistically, they could pick into just about anything. I would say if there was one map to avoid, it would probably be the HD1. I would consider that, if Texas wins this next point, to be their next pick. you know, I think Texas had the right idea with the aim. This HR1 map definitely being a lot closer than a lot of the maps we've seen so far. And, you know, with this being SoCal's pick, I just don't see a Texas comeback incoming. It would have to be like a genuinely historic effort coming from their side.
No, yeah, it would be an absolutely crazy comeback for this. Or it would be an absolutely crazy comeback if they were able to make it. But but it's gonna be that No Mod 4 pick. Going to try and close it out with Foley Funk. I don't remember how many times we saw this, if any, in the Major League, but this map, I think, plays to a lot of those strengths of SoCal here. Boombox is going to be able to come in. Sean, Jakeman going to be able to come in. So these big 5WC players. Texas going to probably be hinging on Boral, Cryo, and No Head. That, again, that core roster for them to make something happen here. But this map is incredibly difficult. It's 175 BPM, huge flow aim check, lots of sliders and cut patterns dispersed throughout. So your control has to be on point for every moment of this map.
Yeah, I think we might have only seen it once or twice. I was not around yesterday, unfortunately. But I mean, that SoCal roster is exactly what you predicted. Boombox, Jakeman, Sean. And Texas looks like it's going to be developing as you predicted as well. Thor going out, and it is Shy Cloud Boral and No Head going in. So, well done on the prediction, my goodness.
Yeah, these rosters here coming in for them just day in, day out, or match in, match out more specifically.
You know, Sean getting that last minute 98 roll. That is a bad omen for Texas, I think.
Uh-oh.
As we load into this potential last map. Here we go. SoCal looking to close it out. Comfort so far for everyone. But we are only just getting started with the map. Finally some cut patterns coming through, and 2 breaks on the side of SoCal. Jakeman and Sean breaking, matched by Boral. Just the accuracy at advantage. Going to keep it in the side of SoCal. Oh, Boombox breaking though is going to be big for Texas with their 2 combos.
It's gonna be big, but they still haven't seen the blue come over to their side yet. That score bar, just the accuracy is not there. Boral and No Head finding these double breaks. It's just Shy Cryo to hold, but the recoveries are there. Jakeman finds a miss, actually, as I say his name, but it's traded out by Shy Cryo, and Sean and Boombox are still there. Boombox with that 97 through these long sliders and the continued breaks. This section, now we see not so much flow, but having to hold those sliders for as long as you do, they basically turn into snaps here, and Sean is just holding a great recovery here, continuing to bring it over with Boombox here, who's still on the 97.
Yeah, and I mean, once again, the story of the accuracy difference just on the side of SoCal, that big advantage I was going to say going into that early part. Oh, full reset on the side of SoCal though. Maybe Texas has a way in. No Head and Boral having a high combo. No Head gonna find the break, so it's just on Boral, and he breaks, so that score lead is going to stay exactly where it is. This might be GG. Halfway through the map, but still some left, there's a chance. But we are gonna need to start to see some combos on the side of Texas.
Yeah, the opportunity was there. Texas had the combos to, they had the chance, the combos in order to capitalize on that point, but it's just not gonna come around. Cryo now starting to train miss. No one on SoCal missing on these quints. Jake Man finds the miss, but so does No Head. That was the big recovery. And into this break with Boombox holding a recovery combo. I don't think time is going to be there. Cryo sees the writing on the wall. She knows that time is up, even with over a quarter of the map left. And NorCal will be meeting Southern California yet again. It's going to be a civil war for the minor league grands. And it's just a matter of what can be done for the rest of this map. All of SoCal finding the breaks, so it's just Texas to hold combos into this section. Just Shy Cryo now to hold combo into this section.
Yeah, 130k score lead. It's already long gone. And SoCal just with the better accuracies whenever they held the combos compared to Texas are going to be able to take that advantage home and into the grand finals as we finally close out of this match. It is going to be 8-1 SoCal for the losers grand finals.
Yep. Texas here not going to be able to return to the championship match, but they are at least going to keep that podium. And this and this Texas roster, despite the result, they have still performed phenomenally this year. I don't think even for a team like Texas B, or even for a team as stacked and as historied as Texas B, after coming off such a crazy performance last year and then getting booted to the losers bracket in the round of 16, I don't think a lot of people had them as the third place finisher here, and so a very commendable run through this entire bracket. SoCal B, though, they are now going to be the ones looking for revenge. They are going to be the ones to try and fight off NorCal B sitting in the winner's bracket, who themselves have just looked absolutely unstoppable this year.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
Just a great effort from the side of Texas. I don't think that 8-1 scoreline tells the whole story of how close some of those maps got. And it is going to be SoCal, though, moving on. For a chance, I think, for a two-peat here. Did they win the last minor league, I think?
NorCal B won the last minor league.
Was it NorCal? Okay, hold on.
So NorCal is going to be the one trying to defend their title now. But we will see how that pans out here. But for now, that is going to be it for us. Make sure that you stay tuned for SoCal versus NorCal B. But congratulations here to Mizore, Sean or Schwerk Billathon, Neo Blazer or Jake Man, Boombox, Ocean Boy 98, and Latte for making it to the grand finals, for making it back to that guaranteed top 2 finish. But for now, that will be it for us here in the streaming booth. It's been a great time getting to commentate tonight here. I've been Hydral, joined by Rithyugan, and our awesome streamer Featherblade. Make sure that you stay tuned for that match, or for that minor league matchup. I do not believe they have it scheduled yet, so that will be this upcoming weekend, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, make sure that you go and watch the United States Cup Losers Grands. That is currently going on between Virginia and Texas. But for now, we'll see you soon. Have a great night, guys.
Good night.